drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new High-Q energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. High-Q energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN. And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets.
Welcome back to the Carolina Security Consultants halftime report here at Jeff Adams Gymnasium. We got about another minute or so left to go in the halftime. And Daniel, what do the Comets have to do to stay on top? They're up by 12 and get this win, stay 3-0. 13 goes to 14-2 and go to the number 1 spot of the Greater News 3A.
I think right now they just need to consistently do what they are doing, and that's just, scoring when they have the opportunity. Maybe look for, a few more passes to get some better open shots. But, for the most part, they're obviously in the lead. So I think, if you can sort of play keep away for the next 2 periods or the next 2 quarters, this game is yours, and Clayton will be the number 1 seed in men and women's division. Clayton
already back out of the court by 3 minutes, and now the East Wake Warriors actually now come out of the locker room with the Jolly Green Giant leading the way of Jackson Platts, and we now prepare for this matchup. And in the second half, I think it was going to come down to who wants it more.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's also going to come down to who makes the better decisions with the basketball. Like we talked with the females game, there was a lot of poor decisions with the basketball, or bad bounces and whatnot. And I think ultimately, like you said, whoever wants this more and the better defensive team is going to come out.
They're going to flip-flop locations on the court, left to right, right to left now for the Comets, and we're ready now for this as they turn it over quickly. East Wake will back to Clayton, and quickly returning the favor was 20 Elijah Sanders, but coming in for the jump was Mercer. And they're going to call a foul on Javon Mercer.
Yeah, the big
It'll be Comets ball.
Or a big play there.
Yeah, they didn't call a foul. They just said it was just out of bounds. Last touch by East Wake. So it's Clayton's ball. Roosh with the ball. Mason Roosh ready for going for the second half.
Big defensive play. I couldn't see the number who stepped up there, but
Roosh sets up the long back to Roosh, back inside to Sanders. Looking inside at the top of the key for Shakir Howard. Back to Roosh again. We're started all over. Roosh attempting. Got slapped by Vic. There's a foul on number 1 of Vic. I saw it. Slapped him on the butt. That's his first foul. This is a non-shooting foul. Comets will bring it back inbound. Howard back to Roosh. Roosh with the ball. Setting it up now to Long. Long back to Roosh. Top of the key. Going to the other side of the paint, looking for Sanders. Now he'll go to Shakir Howard. Back to Shaq. Shaq will make his way inward. 2-man pressure. They're going to stack up 2-3 men there with him. Now he's open. Shaq will power on his own. 3 men up against the run. Here comes now Sanders. Shepard's there. And slam to the ground goes Sanders. Freeman 2. Ball goes flying into the stands. Last touch by East Wake. It's Comets' ball.
And here's your opportunity again, to just continue playing keep away more or less.
Number 1, Mason Roosh back in bounds for the Comets. Ready to get this thing back going again. Roosh sets it up. Jukes jives back to Howard. Goes back inside. Looking now for 20 of Sanders. Sanders to Roosh. Roosh will go back. Goes to Long. Javante Long to Shakir Howard. Back to Roosh again. Looking for Long. Long couldn't get there. Freeman's there. Freeman on the basket. Puts it in 2. What are we going to say, Daniel, the coach?
Coach Medlin wanted Long to pull that there, but he decided not to.
Pull the string. Pull the string, so to speak.
Yeah.
Go for the 3. He didn't do it. Freeman at least makes 2 out of the deal. And 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 42-28. This game continues on here. 14-point lead now the Comets have. With the ball, it is Holloman. Holloman fakes and jukes on Long. Fader bounces off the rim. No good for Holloman. Rebound for the Comets, and it's Long. Back up court. Javante Long carries it on his own. Last touch by East Wake. I think the Comets will keep it. Well, we got a whistle and a foul, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say,
correction.
To me, it looked like a foul, but.
Foul on number 2. That's his second foul. Second foul on Isaiah Holloman. 42-28, 5:44 in the third. This will bring Freeman to the line. He will shoot 2, misses his first. Freeman.
Somebody in the crowd.
Pink shoes and all. When you heard somebody say he's tired.
Yeah, somebody said he's tired. But, it's probably a little bit true. As quick as these guys are running, they probably are all tired, and it's starting to affect their shooting as well.
Question is, who wants it more? Who can survive it now? Comets are up by 14. Can they stay there? Both Comets trying to go to the number 1 seed of the Greater News 3A. We'll mention those games that they got to play coming up at the closing of the Gen 3 Performance Imaging post-game wrap-up. Number 1, Vic! Off the rim, it's no good for East Wake. It's going to be Comets on the rebound, led by Freeman. Freeman carries it all the way on his own to the top of the paint. Looking for Sanders! And it's up, and it's no good. Giving it back to East Wake. Back up court by Mercer. Mercer turns it back over to Vic. Turns it over. Give it back to the Comets ball.
And you saw Freeman point to the official. Hey, look, he stepped out. That's good basketball IQ.
Good basketball for sure. Knowing where you are.
Yep.
Give it back to Roosh. Roosh with the ball inbounds at the midcourt. Sets it up. Back to tennis, Shakir Howard. Roosh back on his own. Inside. Looking at Long. Long fakes. Sets it up. Back to Shakir. Shakir back to Roosh. Back to Long. Long will go for 3. Fakes it. Goes back inside the paint to Freeman. Freeman under 2-man pressure. Stacked up against the run by East Wake. No good on the rebound. It's going to be East Wake back up court with their ball. Led by Crudup now. Crudup goes inside to Mercer at a fast pace. 2 mans on the Comets defense. Back inside now. Goes to Holloman. Holloman under the basket. Looking. Basket up and no good. Basket off the rim and no good by the second time by Crudup. And then, of course, Ellaby tried. And they'll still keep the rebound. Good work by East Wake there.
Yeah, they want it more right now.
Holloman with the ball. We're about midpoint in the third period. It is a 42-28 game for the number 1 spot of the Greater News 3A. Between the defending champions of last year's Greater News 3A Conference, the East Wake Warriors. Clayton Comets and Warriors on CRN tomorrow. We got the high school OT tournament. I think they call the foul on number 3. And number 1, R.J. Vick, will put in for a 3-point shot. They're going to call it 2, actually. Calling it a 2-point shot, not a 3-point shot for R.J. Vick. 42-30. It's a 12-point lead, though. Long back to Roosh. Roosh inside. Roosh! Oh, it's in and out. Get his own rebound. Freeman will get it. Freeman is there. Benson in there. Basket and 1.
Worked hard for that rebound and second chance points there.
Basket counts. Basket and 1.
And 1, yeah.
And 23, Ellaby for the foul. That's his first in the game. Basket and 1 for B.J. Freeman. He'll nail it 3-point play there. 45-30. Comets up by 15. 3:40 remaining here in the third, and the clock ticks away. Daniel Moore.
Yeah, and again, just all they have to do is just be consistent. Be consistent in how they're scoring and defensively, and they can come away with a win here.
Ellaby to Crudup. Crudup going for a shot. Fader, floater, no good. And the rebound comes back by Holloman. He's saved by Ellaby. Back to Crudup again. Crudup will go for three. Nails it. Jeremiah Crudup, 5'10" point guard junior. He puts in three. And that's his first points of the game. Yeah. 2 fouls for Crudup. First points of the game is a 3-point shot. That's the 45-33.
The Clayton Crazies were screaming air ball too, and now he's finally got one on the board. So maybe he can kind of shake off that and maybe bring his team a little bit closer here.
30-second timeout. Back with more Comets basketball on Community Radio Network.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3-0 sent
Just
you.
wanted to clarify here, it was a 3-point shot. I thought it was a 3, then they made it a 2, but they made it back as a 3 for number 1 of R.J. Vick when he made his shot there. So it's now 45-34.
That was a very nice shot.
Comets with the ball. Roosh back to Howard. Back to Sanders. Elijah Sanders. Roosh juking, jiving, defensive on the East Wake Warriors. What a save by Shakir Howard. Shaq will carry it up there. Basket and a foul. No basket, but there's a foul called on number 10 there as he was going for it. Foul on 24 of Crudup. That's his third foul. Third foul on 24 of Crudup. Shakir Howard, 6'2" senior. He'll go to the line and he will shoot 2. First one up and no good. And our hearts are heavy to the Shaq family, or the Howard family, as the 6'2" senior Shakir Howard and Dariana Howard, who played varsity for the ladies. They lost their mother the other day.
Sorry to hear that.
So thoughts and prayers continued with them.
Definitely.
46-34, 1 point for at least Howard. 46-34 the score. Coming up on 2:40 remaining. It's clock ticking down in the third period. Crudup with the ball for the East Wake Warriors. A one-man pressure by Roosh for the Comets. Back up side, 2-man now. Under the basket. Good fancy footwork by Holloman for nothing on Ellaby. And give it right back to Clayton. And now Freeman, pink shoes and all, ready to move down court. Sets it up to Justin Bell. Looking at Roosh. Roosh with the ball. Inside, juking, jiving. Roosh looking inside to Sanders, top of the key. Under there was looking for Roosh, and he turns it over. He turns it over, but it's last touch by East Wake, so it will be Comets ball.
East Wake
got a mulligan there.
Yeah, and then East Wake's also realizing that they're going to have to put the pressure down on defense here, and I think they're starting to put as much pressure as they can.
Roosh trying to go for a 3 after they handoff by Sanders, and now East Wake back in the game. Shot by Crudup looking for 3, and he nails it. 3-point shot by Jeremiah Crudup. That is his second field goal in the game. Julius Capelletti will be coming in on sub in a minute for the Warriors. Basket is up and good. Was that Bell or Freeman?
Not sure. I couldn't see.
Was that Bell or Freeman? Freeman will put it in. Bell was right there around him, so it was very close. East Wake ball, back to Vick. Vick back inside. They're fast-paced. Another 3. That's a 2-point shot. That's a 2-point shot by Holloman.
East Wake's trying to cut this deficit still.
Trying to get out of the cellar, if you will. 39-48. They're down by 9.